My partner and I are standing here today to promote the national adoption of the Cap and Trade policy as laid out in the American Clean Energy and Security Act of 2009. We believe that the excess of carbon emissions in our environment is a problem that can no longer be ignored. It is only harmful to our environment, or is not only harmful to our environment, but is becoming harmful to ourselves. Sarah states that carbon has not been proven to have ill effects on human health. I would like to enlighten her on a recent study done by Stanford University's Mark Jacobson. The study is the first to specifically isolate carbon dioxide's effects from that of other global warming agents, and to find quantitatively that chemical and meteorological changes due to carbon dioxide itself increases mortality rates due to increased emissions, particles, and carcinogens in the air. There is a lot of hard evidence that my partner and I have discussed that prove carbon's dangerous effects. As you can see, and as my partner and I have stated previously, the industrial emission of carbon dioxide has been proven to be detrimental to human health. Christian and Sarah also claim that climate change and the release of greenhouse gases are natural processes. While this is true to some extent, we are polluting the atmosphere with carbon through unnatural ways, much more than natural. For example, think about the air you breathe versus the smog coming out of your car, or the billowing clouds of smoke over a power plant. That makes natural emissions seem pretty small in comparison to other such unnatural carbon emissions. I'd also like to point out that the global atmospheric CO2 concentration has increased about 38% from pre-industrial levels to 2009, and almost all of the increase is due to human activity. It is for these reasons that we advocate a new national cap and trade policy. The present system, the United States Environmental Protection Agency, is a great system. It has shown us that cap and trade policies can work successfully, and it has done a great job of regulating air quality. However, the carbon dioxide cap and trade system that we are proposing is very complex, much more than other cap and trade programs that the EPA has performed in the past. Because carbon dioxide exists in such large doses in our atmosphere, and because we need to regulate it severely, we need a new system focusing solely on carbon emissions in order to make it successful. I would like to argue against the opposition's claim that the compliance of the cap and trade policy is problematic. A cap and trade program will be successful in regulating carbon emissions because of its simple nature. Businesses now have incentives to become greener in their practices. According to the Environmental Defense Fund, markets provide greater environmental effectiveness than command and control regulation because they turn pollution reductions into marketable assets. In doing so, this system creates tangible financial rewards for environmental performance. Because of the added financial benefits, companies are much more likely to go green and reduce carbon emissions on their own. A cap and trade system will be successful on a national level, also because of our past experiences with national acid rain programs, among others. A nationalized cap and trade system will be the most successful method for regulating industrial carbon emissions. We cannot afford to dismiss carbon in our atmosphere any longer. It is polluting our air, our land, and our bodies. Our current system would not be able to handle the vastness of this issue, which is why we're standing here today proposing a nationalized cap and trade policy. Thank you.